Grand Rising. Happy Sunday. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the views, the comments, interacting with each other when it's about the reading and not just, I took my dog to the zoo today. I love all y'all regardless. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear the energy and let's see what the message the Spirit has for us. Hi, Nancy. It's a ginger message. Well, it's an honest message, but it's going to be gingerly said, if that means anything. It's like someone trying to break it gently. Hi, Layla. Love you more. Someone's going to be delivering the message, but they're going to be trying to thank you so very much, Layla. Thank you so very much. But they're going to be trying to break it gently. You know how they that spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. One of those types of things. Bottom of the deck. Maybe it has to do with someone's religion or their rules or how they think, what they what they practice, like somebody their religious beliefs, and how they've allowed their religious beliefs to kind of get them sucked in to something or a mindset or certain action or a way of being that turns out that it turns into a nightmare for everyone else around them. It's almost like someone's ancestors are letting them know someone's ancestors are letting them know this was not the way for them to behave. This is not the way for them. This was not what they had signed up for, not to be like this type of person. It's like, for some reason, I'm getting a picture of someone who waited for, this is an adult. They waited for their elderly parents to pass, and then they started acting up and acting out and acting ugly and just doing too much. Doing too much in ways that they know was not the right way to go. But something about it, it's time for it to come to an end. It has to stop. It has to end. But it's like somebody now is stepping up to the plate to have a talk with someone to say, hey, about this thing, about this action, about this whatever you've been doing. It's time to stop. It's time to cut it out. What's the message, spirits? Thank you. Faith, supernatural, creator, free will, and pray. And at the bottom of the deck, reason. So it's like someone now, with reason and call for help, someone now sees that, and with that religion, someone now sees that they need to step up. They need to step up to the plate and they need to say, hey, wait. You're going too far. You're doing too much. And while you're doing all of this, you're sitting there talking about God this, God that, God this, God that. Well, God didn't tell you to ever act like this. God didn't tell you to behave in this way. God didn't tell you to say these things. Someone is they finally taking it upon themselves to step up to the plate to try and get somebody back, kind of like in alignment, in line where they need to go, or at least in a way that they need to kind of start thinking again. And they have faith. They have faith that something, whether this is someone's ancestors, this is God, God's self is going to, the God is going to step in and take control. Someone is having faith that God is going to step in and take control. And it's like, and because, it's like God is letting this person know that you have free will. Everyone has free will to do as you want to do. But it's almost like God has to remind this person, at the end of the day, I'm looking at what you are doing too. So it's almost like this is a message of somebody being told to get back in alignment, being told to, almost like somebody getting a nice little slap, on the hand. Put that down. That's not yours. That's not yours. But there's definitely a message, and it's coming from someone that someone would never have ever thought would have stepped up to the plate to say enough is enough. That's whenever you know that God is stepping in. When they send in the unlikely soldiers. Layla said, "It's amazing you said that because literally 13 minutes ago, I dealt with my sister who asked me for some, and I had a feeling, never mind." Right. 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 See, everybody has free will. Everyone has their own independence of thought and action. And the thing is, it's like, but you know which way you need to go. But so sometimes though, we choose to ignore that. And so we end up going the wrong way, but we end up going a bit too far. And people, this is how you can tell if somebody loves us. When they love you, they're going to tell you about yourself. But if they don't love you, they're not going to say nothing. They're going to let you go and go and go and go and go until you crash and burn. But if they love you, they're going to try and stop you because they don't want to see you crash and burn. But see, we mistaken that for you getting all in my business. You don't know this, that, and the other. As opposed to, wait, someone sees something I don't see. Especially if it's somebody that's close to us. Somebody that we don't really want to hear what they got to say because we know that they're telling the truth, or we don't want to hear the truth at that very moment. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. This is who we didn't want to hear the truth from, but the truth was being told so it could set us free. See? Thank you, Spirit. You see, somebody was being young. They were being immature. Good morning and grand rising, God's echo. Somebody was being young and immature. Somebody thought that nobody was gonna. They're not gonna say anything to me. They're not gonna say nothing to me because I am who I am. This was somebody that was in the family. This was somebody who thought that they had a right to do what the fuck they wanted to do or to go too far. This is somebody who had a title. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Mm-hmm. Somebody who made a choice to be a little trickster. Hi, Jonah. How are you? Dad. This is somebody somebody has to they said, you know what, you need to put an end to this little childish behavior. You need to stop that because that's all it is. Someone is letting them know that they've gone too far. They've gone too far. And it's like if they can't stop the foolishness, it's time for somebody else to leave. What's the message? It's a guy had to come in. Yeah. Somebody, they in their feelings now because they're thinking about stuff. And not only are they thinking about stuff, they reviewing everything and shit's coming back on them. What comes around goes around. And see, they really more afraid of it coming full circle around to hit them in they motherfucking ass. That's why they really, really thinking about it. Because when they think about it, when they really, really think about it, they did some pretty raw dog shit to you. So that's the shit that they don't want to come back. That's the stuff that's scaring them a little bit. So now they're trying to make a plan. They in their feelings. They know that they got to do something. Because they know that they're the ones who created the nightmare that they're in. They created that nightmare. They allow themselves to be pulled in, sucked into some type of nightmare. And somebody, they're praying for a miracle that whenever they go and this is not something that's easy for this person to do, to go to talk to somebody to say, hey, you're going way too far. You're doing too much. I can't condone this. I don't like this. I don't feel comfortable around you anymore. I don't like those things. I don't like how you're representing yourself. I don't like how you're showing up in the world. I don't like how you're treating me. Indomitable one wins. How are you? See, someone has to make that they're thinking about, the life of this relationship and where this relationship is going and everything about, everything about this relationship and how certain things they have to just, it's time. It's almost like someone was part of something, but now they're bowing out or they're backing out and they're trying to talk to somebody else to say it's time for you to let that go too. It's like they're trying to talk to somebody and say, hey, it's time for you to let that go too. Because I'm bowing out. I'm backing out. Yeah, done. I'm good. I'm glad Indomitable Ones wins. And somebody's finding out that it's the strength comes in being able to do it all alone. Being able to stand 10 toes down for yourself. Being able to stand up for yourself. Understand what's fair and what's not fair and make a judgment call and stick with it. It's almost like someone is taking it upon themselves just to be in a way that they should have been before. You know, like somebody is saying, I'm standing up to the class bully now. Like someone is saying, either get it together or some leave it. Because, like I said, they're looking at somebody who's doing too much. It's like somebody was trying to play God in somebody else's life. And this person was sitting back watching it happen. And now that this person has sat back and watched somebody else try to play God in somebody else's life, and they're seeing how the repercussions are coming back on them, even though they didn't actively do anything, they didn't actively do anything to stop it. And so they are still feeling that karma, that negative comeback on them. So now, and they're watching this person, they're watching these things, and they know these things. So now they're taking it upon themselves to get the strength to go to that person to say, I think you've done too much. I can't get with this no more. Or I'm out. Or I'm going back. Or whatever it is. Hey, RB, how are you? Hey, y'all. And you know what? After this, I am going to do a live for members only. Okay? Yeah. Somebody, they it's like they're telling somebody the truth. They're talking about, this person knows the difference between right and wrong, good and bad, their conviction to eat, but it's like they're having to talk to somebody who has a title. This could be them talking to a parent, a grandparent, or somebody else that they know has been causing the confusion. And it's like they it's time for somebody to take a stand. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Okay. Yeah, it's like for a long time somebody didn't move. I am well, RB. Thank you so much for asking. Somebody was like, they saw what was going on, they knew the truth, but they didn't do anything because for whatever reason they wanted to act like they didn't know. Until they started seeing and experiencing shit coming back on them. And first they was confused. Man, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? And they started figuring shit out. Shit was coming back on them because they sat back and watched and didn't do anything. So they getting it too. They getting it too. Somebody was like, hey, I didn't pull the trigger. I just watched them pull the trigger. Did you say anything? Mm-mm. So you just as guilty. Because you could have said, hey, don't pull that trigger. You could have said, man, put the gun down, or girl, stop, or whatever. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else with this deck? Thank you. Yeah, somebody, they finished with all this childish, in and out, thinking about, only what's good for they finished with that. They're done with all that. This person said that they'd rather be by themselves. It's time for them to experience independence, true independence, where they're not around all that bullshit, and what that is with friends, whether that is with family, whether that is hanging out with co-workers that you act like it's friends, but the only reason that you even meet them is because you both got hired at the same place, and it's not like y'all really friends, but you ain't got nobody else to hang out. They just finished the whole crew. The drinking buddies, the smoking buddies, they finished with the whole crew. Yeah. Because somebody, always want to be, like confirmation. Like somebody, they always want to have that like not the best of interest for you. You know, that witchy thing. So they then all of a sudden this person feels like they overburdened, or they trying to overburden you or something like that. Yeah, somebody said enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, somebody needs some healing. They need some time to themselves. They need to do them. They need to figure them out. They need to get them together. They need to understand where they come from, what they talking about, and what they mean, and what's good for them. Somebody's asking for a miracle. And God is so glad that they asking for a miracle, because that's right up God's alley. You know what I mean? Strength. Someone finally feels strong enough. They finally feel strong enough to walk away. Before, and because they're finally realizing they always had a choice. It was just fear that was holding them back. It was fear that they was holding them back, but they're ready to fight now. They're not allowing fear to hold them back any longer. It's almost like they had to find their voice. They had to find their strength. They had to find their courage. They had to find out that enough was enough was enough. What's the message? Oh, that's too many. The truth is what gave them their wish fulfillment. It was not accepting the truth that was keeping them stuck. And it was almost like something about with the communicating the truth or something. Okay, so it's almost like this person had these rose-colored glasses on whenever it came down to, how this family really was, and didn't realize that this King of Wands, who was supposed to have been a leader, of everybody, was only leading certain people and leaving other people out in the cold, and so this person, somebody had to fight their way for whatever, and maybe that's what, and somebody had to defend themselves, and maybe this is what this person is finding out the truth about, because somebody had to defend themselves, how maybe they were the chosen one, but because somebody else was leaving somebody else out in the cold, somebody had to take the rose-colored glasses off to see that maybe somebody was just not as sweet and innocent to this empress as they was acting like they were. Somebody was clearly showing some toxic energy, and it could have been this King of Wands who was sitting here leaving motherfuckers out in the cold. And see, this is the one who exercise and show the damn strength, the one who, wherever they go, everything grows. That's the one who was doing the damn thing. This is the one who was having the fair exchange or whatever. This is the one who was working hard on themselves. Yeah. So it's like, if that's the one who left, that was justice. That's why karma's coming back on those other people. That's why karma's coming back on those other people. Whether you did something or you sat there and watched and didn't do anything to stop it, are you getting yours? Yeah. So you sat there and chose not to do anything while you were sitting there watching somebody do way too fucking much. You getting yours. For sure. For sure. Like I said, this could have been somebody's family. And now somebody else could be somebody's mother sitting there in deep regret. Maybe this person didn't lift a finger to help, didn't lift a finger to do anything, didn't even lift a finger. It don't even have to be somebody's mother. It could have just been somebody who should have had some compassion for somebody else. But they sat there and watched somebody come with a extremely hard and strict ruler with some unreasonable demands and high expectations for someone who not even this emperor could meet those same expectations, but expected someone else to. This emperor was nowhere close to the expectations that they expected someone else to be at. And this is why this ass is getting some karmic justice too. What's the message? Anything else from the stack? Yeah, somebody had some plans. They thought shit was getting ready to take off. They thought shit was getting ready to go somewhere. Crash. I don't think so. Not today. What's the message? Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. That's what God wants us all to know. Do unto others as we want others to do to us. This is the message that somebody needed to hear today when they see this message. Balance. Balance. What's the message? Anything else from the stack? Someone needs to go within. They need to really go within, and they need to think about some things. They need to come to grips with themselves. They need to really think about who they are choosing to be, how they are choosing to be, and what type of person they are choosing to be. It's time for someone to do some introspection. Maybe think about times in the past, people from the past, instances from the past. And this is of the people that you related to. This is the people that you should have been honest with, truthful with. Hola, Marcia. Yes, exactly. Something that someone was working on, it's not coming to pass. Whatever someone was working on and whoever they were working on it with, it's all being destroyed. It's all coming down. It's not coming to pass. Everything that this person thought that they were doing, they're not doing. It's not going to happen. It's going to come to light. Everything. All the magic, all the games, all the trickery, all the, if there was any negative words, it's all coming out. No choice. I just heard disproving itself wrong. Oh, you can't make this up. It's disproving itself. So like somebody's worried about it coming out, but God is making a way out of nowhere. God's making that miracle happen. And we're not doing anything. We're just living. But God has called that final judgment. And we get the victory. We win the prize. Because we are that prize. Because we stood up and we stayed true to who we had to be. Because we stayed true to who God wanted us to show up to be. To represent ourselves to be. Yeah, and somebody else, they thought they was going to get something. They gets nothing. Confirmation. They gets absolutely nothing. Confirmation. What's the message? Exactly, RB. We are the key to our own success. Absolutely. It's like some people, they don't realize that. They think that they can play God in your life somehow. In our life somehow. Like they can make us choose the way that, or if they've missed a certain time in their life, they've missed a certain opportunity. We all want to go back and do something over. Who don't? But somebody that tries to make you relive their life, it's like they're not getting it. It's no longer their life. It's your life. So why play God in your life when they just need to go ahead and continue to do whatever they're doing in their lives and stop the madness, But whatever somebody was trying to do, it's like they was trying to turn somebody into them. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that movie Freaky Friday. Yes, it is nice to be nice. Hi, Wanda. How are you? What's the message? Anything else from this black spirit? Some people don't. We cannot tell you why. We just know that they don't by their own actions because they haven't healed. Yeah. See, somebody's seeing the difference of who you are. And not only are you an empress, but it's almost like you can get out there and move and groove, and you the businesswoman, and you do this and you do that and all this other stuff. You're an empress, but at the same time, you know what it is to be with the other side, on the other side, because you've had to protect yourself. And you know what you've had to protect yourself from. So it's like you can't just be no empress without any experience. You definitely have to have the experience. Somebody's thinking about you. They're thinking about you big time. Big time. What's the message? Wanda. What's the message? Somebody was working really hard. It was working really hard at something whenever it came to this child from this relationship. It's almost like somebody was working really hard to do something. What's the message, Spirit? Let me put these up. Let's see here. Ouch. What's the message? What's the message? Okay, Wanda. So if I only see your messages at the end of the read, I can't thank everybody else for tuning in because all I can see is just yours. So that's why I ask, like, hey, if you guys are gonna talk about this or something, that's cool, but I'm glad you got the daughter in college and all. Thank you, though. I do appreciate your comments. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Because I'm not able to scroll up, so that's why. What's the message? Hi, the Pick 3 Lottery Oracle. How are you? Thank you. Yeah, oh, somebody's getting ready to have some hard labor. Ooh. Ooh. It's going to be rough on them. It is going to be rough on them. And that's part of their journey for trying to take something from this privileged lady. And now this motherfucker is in despair because apparently something with this courtship, they was trying to do something. They was working on something. And they expected to get some sudden wealth out of it. They expected to get some wealth out of it. They expected to be a rich man, and they thought they was going to be able to keep this a secret, a family secret, like nobody was going to know. You know what I'm saying? The Big 3. You can move my cousin. What's the message? Somebody getting ready to do some hard time. It could be spiritual. You know what? And sometimes spiritual imprisonment is a lot harder than physical imprisonment. Because when you spiritually imprisoned, that's all in your head. Ooh. Anything that this motherfucker try to do, ain't nothing gonna work out. Nothing. Somebody done crossed the line. Hey, Big 3 Lottery Oracle. I don't let him stay with you, girl, because ain't shit he gonna try and do work out. Don't let him stay there. This is horrible. John, this is horrible. Ooh, somebody is not having a good. Their karma is fucking them up. And they thinking about this. That's all they can think about. Their karma is fucking them up. Hi, Amelia. How are you? Now look who the crazy one is. Right. Their karma is fucking them up. I'm not talking no low life. I'm talking royally. Right. Somebody, they got a message about that shit. Ooh, this mature woman got this message. Uh-huh. Ooh, this is getting good. This is almost better than the daytime soap operas. To Canadian Thanksgiving. Oh, today is Canadian Thanksgiving. Okay. I really don't want to be in the same room as something. Oh, wow. Well, then, you know what? You don't have to go. You don't have to make yourself go around some people that you really don't really want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Mm, 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 mm. Somebody's getting the message about this mature woman who was part of this community. Mercy. You know, somebody is getting a message about something that this mature woman works on that's part of this community, that this shit didn't work out. Oh, because you know what? She was getting in the middle of this relationship. She was being a side hoe. I told you, you can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. I can't make it up, but I'm not making it up. She was the side hoe. She was you hussy. Hi, Marie. Right. Get away. Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because somebody was jealous because they knew you was a privileged lady. I'm telling you, somebody can't get some. You are on my mind. Every little thing you do, you're on my mind. You're on my mind. That's the song that I'm hearing. Oh, she was you side hussy. She was a side hoe. This mature woman. This mature woman. So look. And she worked hard on that shit. She worked hard for that for years because she wanted to be the main one. This old tramp. We shouldn't call her old because we don't know her age, although we do see a whole lot of gray hair. This gray haired, presumably old, mature, because the card does say mature, woman, we're going to call her a woman who in this community, part of this community now, was getting in the middle, working hard to get in the middle of this relationship. It was her own child's relationship because her child was the privileged lady. You ho. And I'm not talking Santa's helper. I'm not saying ho, ho, ho. I'm saying use a hoe. Use a hoe. How you know? Because I told you so. Jeez Louise. That hoe. That poor child. You tramp. All I can see is that one card in the stack that says old tramp. But like I said, we shouldn't call her old. She might only be in, I don't know how old she is, but you old tramp. You old as tramp. Cause I don't know how she thought that and it wasn't really even income that she was thinking that she was gonna get something unexpected of. Okay, she thought she was gonna be able to get that seat. No, boo, no. Okay, first of all, like I said, like we didn't already went through this. It felt like it is coming out to be. Remember when I said somebody had an opportunity? They slept on their shit. They shit didn't pass them by. And now they youngins coming up and they're going to try and zap it out of them. Like they're going to try and destiny swap with their own child. Gang sign, sweet spot gang sign, sweet spot gang sign. Two of these, one of these, two of these, one of these, two of these, one of these. Oh, Lord. They thought they was on their way. They thought they was on their way. They was like, ain't nothing stopping me. Ain't nothing stopping me because they felt like they had already pushed this child out of the way. They thought they pushed the child out of the way. They did some magic on this poor little baby since the baby was born. They knew they wanted this child to be out the picture because they wanted that child to see because they have missed. They had come here, bitch. I mean, I don't mean to call her bitch. Come here, you old tramp. Come here, you old. Let me slap some shit. Let me slap motherfucking brains into your motherfucking dumbass head, okay? Cause you can't go back. You can't redo what the fuck you done already missed, you dumb bitch. Can you? No. So why not wish the best for your child, not to miss the same thing that you missed, so that maybe on the other end, you will be able to prosper that way, not get in where you don't even fucking fit in. Somebody can't get you off their mind because they see that you ain't nothing but high honor. High honor. Hey, Kung Fu Panda, how are you? High honor. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, well. What did we say? Besides, what else, Spirit? What else? Give us the real good shit. I mean, you ain't got to give us street names, but give us some names, you know. Yeah, I'm telling you, this dude can't stop thinking about this shit now. Because now this is the one who's getting the runoff karma. Not he was not the one who did the shit. It was that mature woman. This is the one who sat back and watched the shit be done. This the one who's getting some of that runoff motherfucking karma. This the one who sat there and kept the secret. That's why his ass is getting done right too. Again, when we say getting done right, we mean Pandora opened up that motherfucking box. That ballerina came out, started twirling around, doing that little annoying song that don't ever stop for 12 motherfucking hours, especially if you wind it all the way up at the bottom of the damn box. Started doing that shit. And then Karma getting out the damn, and she getting in the bad mood because she tired of how that little ballerina, and that pissing her off, and so that intensifies the karma that somebody getting whenever they should have just sat their motherfucking ass down the first damn place or said something or stood up, but they should have did something different. Now they getting it really bad because and Pandora box open, that little ballerina, and that shit is annoying like that and shit. It's like it sounds like a fucking siren to Karma. Karma, she trying to be tolerant of Pandora and her motherfucking box, but then she dealing with you and your dumb shit that you done did, and she got to deal with this shit. She got to chastise your ass, be patient, and then her phone blowing up because God calling her, telling her what taking her so long because she gonna go down 14 blocks this way to get with so-and-so, and they dumb ass for doing some stupid shit that she got and she got a lot going on. Her vacation starting a couple days. She pissed. So she getting ready to throw it all on you. Especially whenever you knew that fucking secret and you chose not to say motherfucking thing. Hi, Shayla. How are you? She's 82. And see, this couple, they don't even realize when they got together and they had that child, that was a gift to both of them. They don't realize that was a secret that they didn't even know. That was a gift to both of them. When you know, and she was expecting something else. She was expecting something else. She was actually thinking about leaving and going to be with somebody else. You know, somebody else that she had been thinking about. But then she got this news that this person that she had held in high honor, that they was in really bad health, you know, really bad health, and that they already had a main female, and that main female made sure that she was getting everything that that male was had, and it already gone to court to secure everything. So even though that man that she really wanted to leave and be with, you know, he was a wealthy man because he got his money some type of way, and it changed his entire life. And so she just thought it changed his entire life. So she just thought that she could go with him and take his little money, but she didn't realize that she wasn't going to really be the privileged lady. She didn't realize she was not going to be the privileged lady. She didn't realize that the privileged lady was actually going to be the child that she had, not her. Now, she could have got some of that runoff from the child, but she chose not to. So she chose to cut the child out. So now she's getting this message of concern that she's really in despair about, because she's getting this message about something official's coming down the pike and something she can't stop. And what it is that she's about to lose everything. And she's really concerned because somebody can't go back. Somebody can't do a do-over. Somebody can't stop some shit that they done did. And but this main male is who's thinking about this shit now, is realizing that he getting some fucked up shit happening to him because he chose not to do anything. He was sitting there watching somebody being abused, acting like he didn't see shit. Bottom of the daggone high priestess. Now somebody know. They completely clear on what's happening and why it's happening. They're completely clear on what's happening, why it's happening, when it happened, how it happened, all that shit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. It's like especially whenever it came to this, it could have been, with Gemini, we see the lovers here. It could have been somebody, but we got the Queen of Cups. It could be somebody who's loving, kind, caring, a lover, somebody who's a chosen one. Somebody who is a chosen one, and somebody else, instead of them choosing to be loving, they plan the heartache. This person planned how to hurt somebody. They planned that they purposely did shit to confuse somebody. They purposely held somebody else at bay as opposed to freely giving love. They kept that person at bay. They didn't want that person to have any love. They purposely chose to do this underhanded knucklehead rock shit, or whatever it should be called. I don't know. Dumb shit, and then throwing a rock and hiding your hand, that kind of shit. But you know what? It all came out, because especially when somebody left, when this person decided it was time for them to beat feet and get the fuck on out of there, that's when judgment was called, because then everybody was sitting there looking foolish. Well, wait a minute. If you so loving and kind and caring to this person, why they leave and never come back? If you was doing all this, why they don't even, why you going through that? Yeah, you can't make this up. Why you going through that and they ain't going through shit? If that's the way that it was, if the way that if it was the way that you said it was, why is it, shit's happening to you and you can't get through to them to ask them to help you, but you said it was all on them? Explain that to me. You know, somebody like, well, I mean, it was they was like, no, I don't know. Yeah. Somebody like, no, I don't know. Explain that shit to me. If they was the one that was doing all the wrong shit, if they was the one that was just acting like they didn't lost their loving ever loving last piece of damn mind, and you was the one giving out all the love and all the wisdom and all the good advice, and you was the one that was acting all responsibly and doing all the right shit, why is it that they coming up and you on your way down? Why is it that your money is funny and they got plentiful? Why is that? Because, see, somebody's looking like, well, it kind of looking like you don't really know what you're talking about. You know? Why are you sitting there? I don't know why I'm looking at somebody like they're looking at their cell phone like that. You know? Somebody know. You know, and you know. Because judgment has been called. That's why you didn't have to say nothing. You chose not to say nothing. You said, I'm going to let success speak for itself. And when you chose not to say a motherfucking thing, not a damn thing, but you was going to let success speak for itself, that's when somebody else was like, oh, well, I do the or whatever they were saying, because that's whenever they saw and they realized, yeah, that shit ain't flying. That they had they shit, even though they didn't supply the murder weapon, they sat back and watched the shit happen. So they may as well partook in the games too, the game of beating the shit out of you. Honey, no. I don't know how that song goes. Yeah, somebody, they're looking at this now. The people are looking at this now. It's like you left and you didn't come back. You was gone. You was gone. And you spoke your truth. And that was it. You didn't bite your tongue at all. You was gone. You said what you said. That was it. You was like, I'm not even fighting about this. I ain't arguing about this. I love myself too much. Reason I left because Grady's feet is funky as a motherfucker. I'm tired of that shit. He take his shoes off and feel like somebody just shoved them some smelling salts up in your damn nose. I mean, you cannot even take it. You be trying to smell ammonia, okay? His shit stink, okay? I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't give a shit if he can't hear me. Grady, you need to wash your dirty, funky feet. Shit. I don't know what the fuck he got to soak his shit in. Bleach? I don't know if they even make bleach that bad, that strong. Maybe this is some type of, I don't know, bleach from abroad. I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know. What's the message, Spirit? Kung Fu Panda said the house had a stank of the ages, right? Apple cider vinegar and baking soda. I guess so. Ooh, hey. Shayla said, I try to catch the members live. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay, hope to see you a little bit later. Yeah, somebody they see now that, they feel left out in the cold. They thought they was leaving you out in the cold. No, they feel left out in the cold. You walked through that door, you closed that door, slammed it, locked it, and that was it. And that's when everybody started looking at you like, oh no, you did what was right. And now this person is sitting here feeling overburdened by how they attempted to make you feel. Whenever you were sitting here doing your own thing in your own lane, this is you. You could have been somebody's mother or something like that, doing your own thing in your own lane, meditating yourself, making your own money, being in your own household, doing good for yourself. Hi, PJP. What you saying? And clean between those toes. Uh, right. Kung Fu Panda. Walk in that house and don't want to sit down. You got that right. Right. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they was trying to, like I said, it's like somebody was they was trying to play God in your life. They was trying to steer your life in a certain way, make certain decisions in your life. And that shit went down. That shit did not fly. And they made it was like they was grouping together with people at night or something, like in the shadows, trying to get together, trying to work with these people. Hush, hush, hush. You know what I'm saying? Behind your back. God was not putting up with that. Not at all. You're very balanced. Like we already saw, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. That's what somebody needs to work on. They need to work on their balance, because this person is in deep regret, deep regret that the shit that they worked on has come back to bite them. Bigly. What's the message? Right. Right. And I even got the little Mickey Mouse shirt on today. Right. Mickey Mouse, clubhouse, face, ass. Right. What's the message, spirit? Yeah, see, they found out that all that shit that somebody was talking about was a lie. All that shit that somebody was talking about before was a bold face lie. And all those lies is coming right back on somebody. All that shit that they built up some shit. I'm telling you, it's all coming right back on this person. Everything that they said, it's all coming right back. Because it's like this person is seeing how you are. You ain't doing nothing. Where are you looking at? You minding your own business. Thank you, Spirit. Minding your own business. Yeah. The community is looking at that's the whole thing. It's the community. They lied to everybody in the community about you. Just going around lying to be lying. Just opening up the mouth and lies just come out. Yeah. But it's almost like you already knew. You knew that you wasn't gonna go the whole tit for tat or nothing like that. You wasn't doing all that shit. You was just gonna let your actions speak louder than your words. And that's exactly what happened. Your actions spoke louder than your words. Because the wheel of fortune started turning in your favor the more that you didn't say, but you just did. And the more people saw that you were happier and happier and happier and happier, they were like, well, wait a minute. If that's the bad one, why every time we see them, we see all 32 teeth and gums smiling? But when we see this one, they was talking about, now this didn't happen, now that didn't happen, now this didn't happen, now that didn't happen. Hold on, y'all. Making sure I don't lose my nose ring. Because if I did that, I'd be like, don't nobody move. Hold on. Then y'all be seeing me trying to put it back in. Be like, oh my gosh, please stop the live. Please stop the live. Nobody want to see you digging up in your nose like that. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? What's the message? My goodness. Right? Thank you. Yes, they really understand. Somebody's really understanding, they did too much. And what they thought was going to work out did not work out at all. And it all came back on them. They carrying all this weight themselves. This is their burden. This is their baggage. This is whose baggage it is. And now everybody's leaving this person alone because they're finding out the truth. They're finding out the truth. That's why this person is by themselves. And they don't want to be bothered with that shit no more. They don't want to listen to nothing else this person got to say because they're like, well, wait a minute. We listened to you when you were sitting there talking all that shit about this person, only to find out that this person was working on the right-hand side of God. Hello? Only to find out that you was just doing whatever you could until this person finally said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. And walked the fuck away. Hello? And see, everybody's watching this person, and this person is love and light and everything else. And this person is gone within and found, did their dark night of the soul and everything else. But now it's like people are starting to look at this other person. Like, okay, well, what's going on? Hi, Nikki. And this other person is becoming more and more and more distant because they don't want to answer questions. Now they have to defend why they was doing whatever they was doing to this earth angel. Why was you calling this motherfucker a motherfucker when you the motherfucker, or whatever they was doing? I don't know. But see, all that shit that they was talking about, it's all coming out. It's all coming out. All of it, all of it, all of it. And somebody's looking at everything. They going way back. They thinking about everything, and they looking at everything. And they're finding out, you know what? They made a wrong decision. They believed a liar. They're finding out they believed a liar and didn't even give you the benefit of the doubt. They were closed off to you. They held back from you whenever you was the one that was there with them through thick, through thin. Oh, well, what's the message, Spirit? It's called growth. Hold on, y'all. I gotta climb up underneath there. Okay. Oh, see, somebody's not gonna like this. Because, see, they thought that the Wheel of Fortune was going to turn in their favor. It's not. It's turning out of their favor. Okay? They stuck because it was like for greed. And now they all up, they at night, late, all up in the bed, sweaty and shit. They can't sleep. Head all in their hands, all for the sake of greed. Like somebody, they wanted what they had and what you had, and they was trying to get you all stuck. And see, they didn't think that shit was gonna come back on them, did they? Well, that's too fucking bad. That is too motherfucking bad. See, and news travels fast, especially to this family about how this person was sitting here trying to be some black this warlock wizard, Black witch, whatever. This is somebody in this group, this coven. Somebody was doing some shit. News travels fast, and people and shit is starting to make sense, and that's why people when something came to an end, and that's whenever because judgment was called on it. Right. Familial, right? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. And then something was called out about this witch, and almost like this witch was almost like seeing the witch and like maybe a young wizard in making or something like that. It's got to do something. There was like a few people in this, Hi, Joker 187. So yeah, it was like somebody was almost trying to groom somebody else to do something, but it's almost like high priestess energy is here. This could be somebody finally their third eye or their intuition kicked in, and they understood what was going on, and they understood what they needed to do to get where they needed to be, because somebody is definitely deciding that it's time that they leave this group, this coven, and that's justice, you know. But it's only justice after they understand that they was like under some type of spell that they couldn't see the forest through the trees. It's like somebody had them seeing like a veil over their head or something like that. It's almost like somebody gave them something to drink at one point. Here, drink this, and there was something fishy in their cup that had them distorted, seeing shit distorted for a long time. Yes, Joker 187. Hi, precious child of God. How are you? I miss you too. I've missed you so much more. L as well. And yes, Joker 187, the high priest is the same. Yes. Because see, somebody decided, they found out that it was time for them to heal. They needed to have this healing so that they could have this new start. It's almost like they wanted to break some type of generational curse, really. Yes. Yeah, like I said, with this earth angel, something is being torn down. And it's like somebody's been looking at something for a long time, noticing noticeable patterns, for a long time, and finally speaking about it. And when we speak about it, we put the truth out there, because this is the King of Swords. This is somebody who's speaking the truth, who's communicating well, who's speaking succinctly, who's that head over heart. They're not talking from emotion, they're talking from facts. But this is someone who is breaking the generational curse, because they are putting it out there of what was going on, of what has been happening, throughout the generations, throughout the families, and things like that. Of how each other, we're throwing other family members under the bus and acting like it's okay, just as long as it's not us being thrown under the bus, but still forgetting that, hey, number one, that's our family member. And number two, what kind of family member does that make us if we're not willing to protect somebody else that we've seen being thrown under the bus? Do unto others as you want somebody to do unto you. If you want somebody to save you, you got to save somebody else. If you want somebody not to fuck with you, You got to not fuck with somebody else. Mm-hmm. That's all that shit is. That's all that shit is. Hi, behaving. How are you? Yes, so many mean people. Hey, Max Flow Yoga. How are you? So many mean people. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't understand the euphoric high of that you feel from being mean, aggressive, abusive, ugly, wild, crazy. I don't get it. Mm-mm. I don't know. I'm not like that. You know, I am not like that. Oh, and behaving or all members, I am going to be doing a live for the members after this. Yeah. This is somebody who would delight in the downfall of another person. You know, you do not do that. That shows the type of person that you are. If you think it's funny that somebody lost this or didn't get that or whatever, you know, freedom is in the truth, honor, integrity, maturity, responsibility. This is that sword of truth. Freedom is in the truth. You know, we are sweethearts. This is that sweet spot family. We are the sweethearts. Hi, Alicia. How are you? What's the message, Spirit? Correct, Marcia. Choose love. Correct. Truth, success, and victory. God is pulling up in the Camino, picking you up. You know, somebody has been given spiritual authority because God knew that there was going to be a big risk that was going to be someone was going to take. So God went ahead and gave somebody spiritual authority to handle the situation. Thank you, Nikki. I am Alicia. I'm having a wonderful day today. Thank you. Yes, Marcia, me too. Somebody, they're afraid of what people thought. That's why they were staying stuck. They were afraid of what people thought. That's why they were afraid to make a move. It's like they for whatever reason they hadn't realized their inner strength yet, you know? They hadn't realized, you know, that they were all that they needed. They thought that they needed somebody else. This is somebody that was praying for a miracle. And guess what they got? A miracle. God made a way out of no way. You know, somebody realized that every day is judgment day, really, because it's all in God's hands. All we can do is give it to God. Every day is judgment day. You know, it was funny until it wasn't funny for somebody. First they was laughing, now they're crying. Because we need to always listen to the truth. We need to get into the flow of life. We need to strive to reach our highest potential. And we need to make sure that we get out of the ugly emotional traps that people go out of their way to set for us. Those are the type of people we call deadbeats. Those are the type of people we call flying monkeys. Remember, we have divine love. And so we are acting accordingly. We still take up for ourselves. We may cuss. We may even get a little passionate or excited. But we're still going to make sure that no matter what we do, we meditate every day. We give it all to God. We encompass ourselves in peace, joy, and happiness. You know, I'm telling you, somebody get karma is because Pandora's box is just open and she can't stand that little ballerina to come out and with that little noise, that song. And I'm telling you, somebody, when Pandora opened up that box, when them two ride together to give somebody they just do, and Pandora think it's cute because she like the music and karma don't, it just make it worse for the person getting the karma because karma hate that song. And it just like, fingernails on the chalkboard. And Karma like, stop that. Boom, stop that. Boom. For every time that she played that song, Karma just really give herself fully into giving back to who deserved that shit. You know? Somebody want a constant attention, but they don't like the constant attention that Karma's giving them. They was trying to be too busy, but they ain't busy now. They don't want that karma. They don't want that attention for the karma giving them. They're like, oh, please no. Yes, too many flying monkeys. Yes. Somebody, they realized it was not even worth it. All that shit that they did, it wasn't even worth it. They feel like their life is like a mini drama now. If it ain't one thing, it's another thing. It's another thing. It's another thing. It's another thing. This is why this person's understanding why you always cleanse your energy, why you always meditated, why you always just here, God, I'm giving this one to you too, because I know you have enough strength to handle this, and I don't have enough time to handle this shit in my 24-hour day. They realize now that the strongest went through hell. It wasn't the weakest, it was the strongest that went through hell. I'm telling you, somebody is realizing that this could be their family. Hi, cross-eyed reporter. Hi, cross-eyed reporter. It's going to be somebody with a YZ in their first, middle, or last initial. This is somebody who's not intelligent for sure, because this is the thief who stole the cubic zirconia and left the real diamonds behind. This is not somebody who is not, they're not intelligent at all. Something about, and you know what? They feeling boxed in. They feeling boxed in because you tame their demons. And it's something about right now, right now. They feel like it's divine timing, and it's the perfect time for them to go ahead and take a leap of faith. So, yeah. Anything else? I'm going to get ready to close this down, and then we're getting ready to do the members live. We're going to try that, because normally I would just do a quick little, for the members, but today we're going to do a members live. All right. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Hey, Carla, how are you? All right. So I guess not. I'm going to leave it right there. Y'all, I thank you so very much. So very much. And I definitely want to thank Layla. Thank you so very much, Layla. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate everyone too. And let's see. Now, let's see. Carla, thank you. Cross-eyed reporter. And Nikki, oh, precious child of God. I love you. And let's see. Marcia, thank you. Indomitable One wins. Thank you so very much. Let me hold up. Let me kind of make this go a little bit smaller. All right. There. Okay. I think I can see that. All right. Alicia, let's see. I said Marcia, Nikki, Behaven. I hope to see you on the live. RB, I hope to see you on the live. Max Flow Yoga, thank you so much. Did I say Amelia? Let's see. Who else? There was, let me see. I said Cross Eye Reporter, Precious Child of God. Um, Leanne, hi, from Australia. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And wait a minute. There is another one that I definitely want to. Oh gosh, I cannot see the Kung Fu Panda. And let's see, did I say Alicia? And then there is um gosh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The one that I was like, hey, see, as you can see that I can only get to so many comments or so many names. That's why I try not to be mean when I say it. Hi, Carla. Thank you, Carla. But I do like to see, as many names in there that I can because I love you guys. And I want to thank you guys for coming and spending this time with me. But if one person comments over and over and over and over and over, I can only see that one person's name. So I do hope that you will still, be a part of the family and everything. But I love y'all. And we're getting ready to go ahead and end here. We're getting ready to do a live for the members. And I will see y'all a little bit later today. Have a beautiful morning until we speak again. I love y'all.